And we are live. Hello everybody, welcome back to another stream. I hope you're all doing fantastic. As always, it's early. It's an earlier one than usual, but of course that's great because it caters for those in different time zones who don't usually have the opportunity to join in these events. But today's a fun one and a very scenic one. We're flying from Kilimanjaro up to Nairobi today with the Kenya Airways 737-800. And the scenery's great. I mean, look, right off the bat, off departure, Mount Kilimanjaro is literally right there. And it's really funny. I was looking on Flight Radar 24 at the real-world route for this flight. And the Embraer E190, I believe, flies this route in real life with the Kenya Airways. And they actually flew directly towards Kilimanjaro and done a 360 around the mountain for, I guess, the passengers' sake, to show them a good view or something. We won't be doing that today, but we're just going to fly directly to Nairobi. We're looking at a flight time today. I would say at the very most, it depends on how busy this gets, of course. This airport's relatively small and there's limited parking available. So, do expect delays. If you are intending on joining this event and you can't find a parking space just yet, just wait, because as aircraft move off stand, parking positions will become available in just a couple of minutes. So don't worry about that. You should still be able to join once aircraft just get moving off the stands here. But you know, as I was saying, flight time of around 40 minutes at the very most, 35 to 40 minutes. We'll be cruising at flight level 260 today. It's really, really high for a really short route. The Embraer seems to do it, so we're going to try and do it. If we can't and it's unrealistic, then we'll just hold our altitude and stay at something like, I don't know, 24,000 or something like that. Flynn Wilson, thank you very much for the sub. We'll be cruising at about 280 knots, so not as fast as normal. Of course, we're not going to be cruising at a Mach speed because we're not high enough. There's no point. And again, it's a very short flight. We're looking at 140 nautical miles, and that's short. That's really short. That's quite a short flight, but I guess flash flight, right? It works very well. And I'm very excited for this because I haven't flown here before, so it's interesting. Flying somewhere new always makes it much more fun. So let's get the aircraft started up and then make our way over to Nairobi today. The airport's quite busy. I can see that a lot of you have already pushed back from the stands, which is fantastic. Thank you very much, because you're freeing up spots for other people here. But let's hop into the flight deck, get the aircraft booted up as soon as we can, and then we'll just get going. We don't need to push back out of this stand, I don't think. I'm not very familiar with this airport anyway, but it looks like by the ground markings that we can just start our engines and taxi out here. We've got a Cessna Citation X there. It looks like we can just start our engines and taxi out to the right, and it's similar to a lot of the stands here. You can see they're all sort of like taxi out stands, I believe, so that's okay. If you want to push back, of course, there's no problem in doing so, but just to save that bit of time, I'm just going to taxi straight out of the stand when we're ready to go. Flight plan and weight and balance is already done, so if you are joining us today, of course, copy my flight plan, and remember, this is the expert service, so do, of course, follow rules. Right, so aircraft's booted up, as you can see. Let's go ahead and tune into the @𝗖𝗛𝗠𝗕𝗏 really quick and just see what's going on there. You know, I don't imagine it's changed very much from when I last listened to it, but Alpha, landing on 09, departing 09. Event in progress, expect delays. Is more or less the standard 𝗖𝗛𝗏 that you usually hear during these events, which is fine. So let's tune out of that. We don't need to listen to that anymore. We'll go on to the ground services, and let's just say, you know, cargo's already done. We're quite light today. We're relatively light. It's a very short route, and I can't imagine it's an incredibly popular route in real life. So I haven't maxed out the aeroplane with loads of fuel and loads of passengers and loads of cargo, because I just don't think it's needed. APU is going to... APU's on, sorry, so ground power can now come off. Nav lights, beacon lights will come on shortly. Seatbelts, no smoking. And we're more or less ready to go. Let's not stall for too much time here. Let's go ahead and get rid of the stairs. We'll hop out here to have a look at that real quick. What's up, everyone? In for the flight 001. How's it going? Aviator Guy 590. A to CQ. Jamel, good to see you back here. Zusha0, how's it going? If you'd like to copy the flight plan, and those who do not know how to do that, just simply click on my aircraft icon on the map, and it will say copy FPL at the bottom. Press that. As simple as that. Okay, right, awesome stuff. Let's go ahead then and turn the beacon light on, which will, as a result, get rid of the cones around the aircraft. Press beacon here, you can see the cones then disappear. And we'll go ahead and start the engines, really. We'll add some trim real quick. Use about 20% trim. And we'll start with engine 1 first. Very quickly, before we go too far into the stream, of course, how's the audio? Let me know how the audio is. Music levels, of course, always very important. I don't want it to sound like it's just me talking. I would like to have a little bit of background noise as well. So feedback's always greatly appreciated. Anson Galloway, what's up? Yeah, this is quite early. This is quite early. I mean, out of curiosity, who's watching right now who doesn't typically tune into the later streams? Audio still 100%. Awesome. Thank you very much for the feedback, Mr. Music and Zusha. And Jamel and Alvin. How many hours into the flight? We have... we're not even reaching hours. Jacob, thank you very much for the sub. It's literally at the very most 30 to 40 minutes. It's really not too long at all, but I'm quite surprised that we still have over 100 viewers, which is amazing. Thank you very much for tuning in. It's 5 p.m. here. PM? PM here. Okay, awesome. That's good. So, of course, if I was to stream at 2 p.m. or 6 p.m. or something like that in the UK time, it would be way too late for you. It would be the middle of the night. So it's good to see some new faces here who don't tend to usually tune into the later streams. Okay, right. Start engine 2. Go with flaps 5 today. We don't need very many. See, the plan for departure is, let's just look at the airport really quickly. You can see that we could take off and go north straight away, because that's the way we're flying today. We're flying north. You can see the flight plan's relatively short. What we're going to do, and I think the real-world flight does this. I've seen it on Flight Radar 24 when I have a look at these flights and just trying to get a general gist of how the flight works. It looks like if you take off on 27 or 09, what you do when you take off is you do like a sort of 270. You do a loop around the airport. So, of course, we're taking off on 09 today. So we'll be taking off sort of straight out, and then we'll do a big loop here, like a 270 here, and then fly north, if that makes sense, without showing you a chart, of course. Are there any giveaways? Sure. I mean, let's do a giveaway. Why not? I don't see a problem with that. Okay. No ground frequency, so let's start rolling off the stands if the area around us is clear. I'd imagine this Cessna Citation will move away. Yeah, there we go. Oh, banging. Awesome stuff. Greetings from Nairobi. Brad, what's up? There you go. It's never... I mean, if I'm being honest with you, this is amazing, considering we don't have ground frequency and everybody's still sticking to the rules. That's fantastic. Thank you very much for remaining professional here. Sometimes when we don't have ATC, things can turn a little bit upside down, but you guys are doing an amazing job, so thank you for that. Okay, we're rolling, so APU can come off. We do not need that anymore. Trim's already at 20, flaps 5. We're more or less ready for takeoff. We'll put our brakes, our auto brakes to max, which is RTO. RTO is a rejected takeoff, and it's the rejected takeoff configuration when you take off an aircraft. So having auto brakes turned to max, or RTO, essentially means if you decide to abort your takeoff, and you're rolling down the runway, and you all of a sudden go to reverse thrust, your speed brakes will automatically deploy to help slow you down on the runway. And your brakes will activate, so it's a useful feature. A very, very short taxi today, which is amazing. Sometimes the taxi durations are incredibly long, and it makes it rather unenjoyable for a lot of people joining these streams and events, but it's good. I mean, it's only the very start to this day in the ATC schedule for today, so it's going to be relatively quiet. It won't be as busy as it would be if it was to stream later on, which is lovely because it just means the delays are reduced. Of course, once we're in the air, I'll be able to answer many more questions and comments like normal. But yeah, there you go. So I can already see somebody spawned into the stand that I spawned in at. So if you're watching right now and you didn't have originally the opportunity to spawn in when the stream started and the event started, then now you might be able to have a chance to. If you don't, then just be patient because I'm 100% sure a stand will free up at some point. Due to the fact that we're quite light today, I'm hoping that we can climb to 26,000 feet relatively quickly. I don't see it being a problem. I mean, we've got 140 miles, and then we've got to take off some miles from that, of course, for our descent. We are using a star today, so we can use VNAV. I believe we only have one fix between the top of climb and then the star. So this isn't the star. So that'll be interesting. But it's awesome not having any arriving traffic here right now because that tends... When you do events from single runway airports, it can cause relatively big delays and a lot of congestion because obviously you have traffic landing on one way and aircraft taking off on one runway as well. So it can cause significant delays. But because there's no incoming traffic right now, there's no arrivals, it should just be a steady flow of departures, which is awesome. RB Legacy, what's up? Infinite Flight 001. I cannot confirm that. Infinite Flight 001. Crazy Minecart, 1-2, what's up? Good to see you back. Yeah, so don't worry about waiting in line too much during this event because I can imagine the departure rate is going to be relatively quick anyway. I don't think you'll be waiting on the ground for like 40 to 50 minutes plus like the usual events at bigger, busier airports. Jackson Nolan, what's up? You should do a flash flight in New Zealand again. It's actually been yeah, we should actually. It's been a while since we've visited New Zealand. See, with flash flights, I tend to, when creating them, stick to the ATC schedule that Tyler makes because it makes for good traffic and a great event turnout. I can see they're waving with the rudder here. Of course, occasionally we go rogue and we go random and do a flash flight somewhere random in the world, which isn't a problem. We can do that, but it just means that IFATC will have to space themselves out across the world. More than they should, really, because obviously, with it being an ATC-focused day in a particular region, the controllers would like to control that region. And then when we do a flash flight that's around the other side of the world, it's like, really? So, why doesn't the A321 door open? Because it's not animated, unfortunately. There's some aircrafts in infinite flight that are older in the system, and they do not have animations available. What's up, Dan? Will you fly to Italy in the future? Only recently we flew to Rome, but of course we can fly to Italy again. I like to try to spread things out and fly to different places as much as possible so that we don't reuse routes or destinations. Next time, please fly the route to Tambo or Cape Town. We also recently done a flight to Cape Town as a flash flight. No, it wasn't a stream, but it was just a general flash flight. Of course, not all flash flights are streamed. Loving the beard. Yeah, it's more stubble than a beard. I don't really like it, to be honest. See, it's funny because when I go to the barbers, I get a skin fade. And as my hair starts to grow back, it looks kind of odd when I shave my face. I have a baby face and then like loads of hair all of a sudden up the side of my head. So like, I like to keep it nice and even and grow a bit of facial hair until I go to the barbers next, and I'll just completely clean shave again. Tom, thank you for the sub, by the way. Sorry I missed that. Hi Dan, I've been a fan since 1K subscribers. Joshua, thank you very much for the continuous support. What's up? Welcome to the stream. Raphael, I'm doing good. How are you? Good to see you back here. It's kind of nice doing early streams occasionally as well, because I stream and, you know, the stream's done for the day. Like, it's lovely because we can also include other people. It gets to the end of the day and I'm like, have I streamed today? I completely forget if I've streamed or not because I've done one so early. Right, let's go over to Tower. Okay, let's slow down just a tad here and hold short of the runway. And we will request departure. 09, departing north. And I'll send that in just a second. Okay, right. The CCDX in front of us just received takeoff clearance, so I'll go ahead and request departure now, and we should be able to line up and wait in just a second. How many nautical miles for today's flight? We have 140 nautical miles to cover today. There we go, line up and wait, runway 09. Fantastic turnout. Looking good. Karen, what's up? What's the one plane you want to be added, Dan? It's already in the simulator, but I would like to see a 747 or A380 rework. There we go. We've lined up. And we'll just wait for clearance now.
Fraction 800 whiskey. Frequency change approved. Good day.
Let's quickly calibrate here. There we go. 09 clear for takeoff. Let's do this. I can imagine we're going to absolutely rocket down the runway today because we're really, really light. There's 89% N1.
Charlie Romeo Alpha Zulu Yankee 12. Line up and wait runway 9. Line up and wait runway 9.
Winds, 5 knots. Nothing too much. There's 100 knots. Slowly start to pull back then. And we are airborne. Pitching up to 15 degrees. Gears coming up. Staying on this heading for now.
Kilimanjaro Tower, Kenya 428, ready for departure at runway 9, departing north.
And there's 1,000 feet. Let's lower slightly here. Let's pitch the nose down ever so slightly to increase our speed. Not too much though, because we need to complete a full 270 in just a second.
Expressway 661, ready for departure in sequence at runway 9, departing north.
There we go. Awesome stuff.
Charlie Romeo
Kilimanjaro off to our left there.
Runway 9, cleared for takeoff. Kenya 428, hold short of runway 9, cleared for takeoff.
Right.
Runway 9, Charlie Romeo Alpha Zulu Yankee 12. Alpha Victor Delta Alpha
There we go.
November.
We'll begin our turn here.
Good day. Holding short.
There we go. We'll tune out of tower. We don't need that frequency anymore. We'll also bring our flaps up. Speeding up to 250 knots. Spoilers off. Auto brakes off. There we go. And we'll just do a massive loop now. Nice takeoff. That's not overspeed. Thank you very much. Let's keep it at 250. Aviation Rodriguez, thank you very much. Appreciate it. Thank you for being a channel member as well. That's awesome. So we'll overfly the airport in just a second so we can look down at all of the traffic on the ground. Gamer Tree Boy, what's up? Welcome to the stream. Let's have a look at how we're doing here. Let's just bank a little bit more. There's the airport down there. Look at the scenery here. Okay, let's focus. Nearly at 10,000 feet above ground level, so we'll consider speeding up soon. Okay, LNAV's coming on now. I'm not going to fly the heading manually. So now autopilot's completely doing its own thing. 10,000 feet. Let's lower the vertical speed and increase our airspeed to 280 knots. Yeah, I mean, you can see there already on the top of the screen it says 25 minutes until we arrive. It's nuts. It's a really short flight. But that's what makes it a flash flight. There's 280. Flying right over the airport. And this is actually fantastic because this would make for an awesome screenshot when you think about it. If you go back with the camera and zoom in on the airplanes on the ground. Can we see Kilimanjaro? Yes, of course. There it is, right there. It's still currently higher than us, and we're only at above ground level, 12,000 feet. We'll get a better view of it in just a minute here. Flying right over the airport now. Let's increase that vertical speed now that we've sped up to 280 knots. Landing lights coming off. There we go. Bye-bye, Kilimanjaro. I think I can see a 777 down there. Nice. That very small airport. Right. Give me a second and I'll then read the chat much more than I am now. Let's set the camera up for a really good position here so we can look at the view. There we go. Look at that. Okay, Jamel, good question. What was the point in the loop? I don't know. Personally, it has something to do with the departure. I'm sure that it's part of the real-world procedures. If you look at Flight Radar 24 in this particular route, every departure seems to do that from Kilimanjaro. I guess it does also help with getting higher much faster. Of course, if you do that 360, you're already covering quite a bit of distance whilst climbing very fast. So it helps you get your cruising altitude as well a lot faster. But yeah, the real reason behind it will be just a special departure in real life. Harry, thank you for the sub. Rosalie, if that's how you pronounce it, what's up? Welcome. I do apologise if I pronounced that incorrectly. Hey Dan, when do you put your landing lights... Sorry, when do you turn off your landing lights? Yeah, cool. So, you turn off your landing lights when you exceed 10,000 feet. So as soon as when you've taken off and you climb through 10,000 feet, you turn your landing lights off. And it works vice versa when you're landing as well. When you're landing and you come through 10,000 feet, just pop your landing lights on. I think it also depends on... I think it's an airline thing as well. I've seen aircrafts, especially at London Gatwick as well, turn their landing lights on when they were on short final. So yeah, I don't know. I don't know. It's a bit of a grey area when it comes in for landing. I think airlines do it differently, and it's pretty similar to like the procedure when you start engines on the ground. EasyJet will start with engine 1 first, whereas other airlines will start with engine 2 first. So I guess it depends. Do you use Simbri for your flight plans? Yes, I use a mix of things really. FPL to Infinite Flight, Simbri for flight plan database. How do you line up perfectly with the runway? Mr. Music, good question. I don't find it personally that challenging to line up with the runway. Just make a slow and gradual turn until you are on the runway center line, rather than turning last minute and jolting the plane to the side. I don't really know how to explain it. Just put the aircraft on the center line. There we go, we're at 26,000 feet. Awesome stuff. We're at our cruising altitude. And we have got 2 minutes, 16 miles until we begin our descent into Nairobi today. There's Kilimanjaro. We're just off the peak of it, really. You can look here. The scenery looks fantastic. Look at this. Cruising right next to a mountain, which isn't that far below us. Yeah, let's go on the wing view. Could actually look back from here as well. You could technically call this a wing view. Look at this. Stunning. Dan, have you seen the Top Gun Maverick movie yet? Yes, of course I have. It's a good movie. It's a good film. Dan, make this the new loading screen? Maybe. Maybe. It's a good view. It's a really good view. What we will do then, of course, is a giveaway. So if I set that up now and we do that as we begin our descent into Nairobi. I love this because this is a really short flight and I don't know, it's fun. It's very spontaneous and out of nowhere. Let me go ahead and set up Nightbot here so we can go ahead and do a month sub giveaway. If you haven't entered an Infinite Flight giveaway before and you'd like to know how it works, it's a keyword giveaway. And I apologise to the rest of the people watching right now who who have heard me say this 101 times, but all you have to do is type a word into the chat and you'll automatically be entered into the giveaway. Once you roll the giveaway, you'll be picked automatically by a bot, and we'll get in touch with you on the community forum or a social platform of your choice. It's really, really easy, and all it takes is for me to send you a redemption code for a month sub of Infinite Flight, or to add it onto your account from our admin page. So if you want a month sub, all you have to do is enter. We're descending already. Look at this. What's going on? That's such a quick flight. Been live. It's going to be about an hour stream. Let's go ahead and search the keyword then. It can be this. So, if you would like a chance of winning 1 month of Infinite Flight Pro, all you have to do right now is type 737 into the chat. 737 into the chat. Nice and easy. Of course, if you are entering this giveaway, please do not click off of the stream before we roll the giveaway, because of course if you win and the bot picks you and you're not here to claim the prize, then we'll have to re-roll it and give it to somebody else. So hold tight if you're entering the giveaway. Aircraft ahead of us is currently cruising at 306 knots, 3 miles ahead. So if we slow down so that we don't fly into the back of them, we don't have I'm not sure if we have approach. No, we have tower, ground, and ATIS. There probably isn't even approach. I'm not too sure. Looks like the flight plan will be fine for the planned runway, so we're all good. We have currently 65 entries for the giveaway, so I'll leave it rolling for 1 more minute or so, and then we'll go ahead and pick a winner here. I think this is actually a record for the shortest flash flight stream in particular that I have ever done. I wasn't expecting it to be shorter than it should be, but it is. So there we go. Only 30 minutes already. Yeah, I know. 30 minutes into the stream. I mean, usually we don't even get... This is the thing about doing a flash flight from a smaller airport, is we got off the ground in about 15 minutes. Usually, when we do a flash flight from a busy airport, like London Heathrow, Palma de Mallorca, Madrid, anywhere like that, you know, big airports, it takes us a whole 30 minutes just to get to the end of the runway and take off. So, I mean, we're absolutely flying through it, no pun intended. Let's go ahead and roll this giveaway, shall we? In 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. The winner is... I will not be able to pronounce this, but I will try. 𝗖𝗛𝗡𝗥𝗦𝗛𝗡𝗥𝗦. I tried, okay. Congratulations on winning 1 month of Infinite Flight Pro. I can see that you're still in the chat. Could you leave your community forum username in the chat right now? Yes, really, you have won the giveaway. Congratulations. If you could just leave your forum username in the chat. Alternatively, if you do not have a community forum account, it would be very easy to just leave your Instagram name in the chat instead. And we're at 20,000 feet above sea level, 15,000 feet above ground level. We're actually getting really close to this Citation X in front of us here. We need to slow down quite a bit. Can imagine the reason why. You see, it has a chain reaction when aircraft fly slow because, of course, the aircraft in front of them is probably flying slow, so they're having to slow down, then I'm having to slow down, the aircraft behind me will have to slow down. And that's how you maintain adequate separation between other aircraft. It's going to monitor that. They're currently flying at 345 knots, and we've slowed down to 326, so that should be fine. Shigo, if you're still in the chat, of course, you just won the giveaway. If you could leave your forum name in the chat, that would be absolutely awesome. Or a way to get in touch with you so that we can give you your prize. I can see since Shigo won, he hasn't said anything in the chat. Awesome. On the forum. Awesome stuff. Okay, so could you please leave your forum name? That would be amazing. How you going, Thank you very much for the sub. Alex, welcome to the stream. It's almost time to land. Abhik, what's up? Welcome. 𝗛𝗛𝗡𝗏 just took off. I can imagine it is going to be one of those situations where, because it's such a short route, that we land and there's still there's some pilots taking off from Kilimanjaro. And we can see here, if we look back at the airport at Kilimanjaro, look at the traffic on the ground. That's kind of nuts, really. Like, we're going to complete the flight and there's still those on the ground. Do we have like any vectors? Doesn't look like it. Aviation Rodriguez, yes, it's a very short flight indeed. Only 10 minutes left until we land. Of course, we may have to do a go-around. It really depends. Toshigo, are you here with your forum name? Okay, let's start slowing down. A little more. Go to 220. Shigo, we do need your forum name so that we can get in contact with you. That'd be amazing. Let's have a look behind us real quick, see what the traffic's like. Oh, okay. Yeah, there's an aircraft coming very, very fast. Look at the scenery. It's beautiful here. It's actually a really nice place. Landing lights coming on. What we may have to do is we might have to do another giveaway, just do a re-roll. And for Tashigo, if you're still watching, I will leave the opportunity open to you for 24 hours. If you can get in touch with us within that time, that would be fantastic. Of course, I don't really want to let the prize slip for you because you've just won. But nothing's really happening here, and we're not really moving forwards from it, so we may have to re-roll, and Tashigo, again, I will leave that opportunity open for you for 24 hours. If you can get in touch with us on the forum, that would be amazing. Just shoot me a message, of course, with proof that this is your YouTube account, because anybody could contact me. And then I can go ahead and give you a sub. So I'll give you 24 hours to get in touch with your giveaway. Let's re-roll it. Keyword is... Let's see what we can make the keywords. I know. Let's do it again then. Another giveaway, of course. Captain Sky Marshal actually already guessed the keywords. It's Africa. Oh yeah, chat goes crazy. We've already got 33 entries just like that. So again, if you would like to win 1 month of Infinite Flight Pro, all you have to do is type Africa into the chat and you'll automatically be entered. Prime example there, if you don't leave a way of us to get in touch with you, then of course we'll just have to re-roll it and just give you an opportunity to reach out to us later. This is a sort of a spree of the moment thing. Of course, we would love you to be here to claim your prize. If you're not, then it just goes south and we have to re-roll and do it all over again. So let's focus here. The Cetacean X in front of us is 4 nautical miles away now, going around the same sort of speed as us. So we've got good separation now, so we're okay for landing. Same with the aircraft behind us. Looking good so far. 57 entries. Again, if you'd like a chance of winning 1 month of Infinite Flight Pro, all you have to do right now is type Africa into the chat. Very easy, just like that. We are almost there, indeed. We are almost there. We're around 10 minutes away from our destination. Okay, let's do this in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. The winner is Garrick M. Congratulations on winning 1 month of Infinite Flight Pro. Are you here? I hope so. Hello, Garrick. Well done on winning 1 month of Infinite Flight Pro. Yes, okay. Yeah, you're here. Awesome stuff. Right, if you could leave your forum name in the chat, that'd be amazing. If you do not have a community forum account, then it would be fine to leave an Instagram name or an email, something like that. Because we're going to have to focus here now on the landing. There's a lot of stuff going on. We're getting quite close to the ground. There's traffic around us. Let's go ahead and tune into tower. Call inbound. Landing. Send. Dan, are you using a joystick? No. Enter right base 06. Number 3, traffic to follow is on final. Okay, awesome stuff. So 1, 2, 3. Lovely. So behind the Cetacean X. Let's slow down a bit more to about 180 knots. Garrick, again, if you could leave your forum name, that'd be amazing. Thank you. Of course, the stream's actually relatively short, so what we'll go ahead and do is watch some landings once we're down, and the replay, of course.
Number 1, clear to land. Runway 6, 6 Victor Bravo Uniform Tango. Fraction 800 Whiskey. Enter left downwind runway 6. Kenya 23. You're in an active airspace.
Let's add some flaps. Go flaps 10. Striper 69 over to the left here is getting told to follow instructions. Oh no. There's going to be a collision here. They're pushing in line. Okay, so that's your Instagram name, Garrick. That's absolutely fine. We can get in touch with you on Instagram.
Kenya 428. Enter right downwind runway 6.
Right, let's focus on the landing then. We'll obviously land in the virtual cockpit here. Got the Cetacean in front of us. I don't know if the Cetacean just vanished actually. Let's just slow down a bit more to 160.
KLM 501. Hold short of runway 6. Kenya 8289. Exit runway when able and contact ground. Please expedite. Traffic on final.
And we'll arm the auto brakes. We'll go with medium auto brakes.
Nairobi Tower. Sensa 940 Alpha Victor Delta Alpha November.
Number 206 clear to land.
Clear to land.
Garrick, yes, I got your Instagram. Yeah, I got your Instagram. That's not a problem at all. We'll get in touch with you on Instagram after the stream.
Maintain best forward speed. 6 Victor Bravo Uniform Tango. Number 3. Behind the traffic on final. Charlie Romeo Alpha Zulu Yankee 12. Kenya 428. Number 4. Traffic to follow is on final.
Okay, right, let's focus on the landing then.
Kenya 23. Extend downwind. I'll call your base. Nairobi Tower. June 462. Inbound on the ILS runway 6.
Line up at the runway. LNAV was taking us slightly off course there.
Behind the traffic on final. Kenya 428. Sensa 940 heavy. Hold short of runway 6. Holding short runway 6. Sensa 940 heavy. Charlie November Delta Victor Whiskey. You're in an active airspace. Please contact Nairobi Tower on 118.7. Kenya 708. Enter left base runway 6.
Of course, I'll focus for this part.
Charlie Romeo Alpha Zulu Yankee 12. Maintain slowest practical speed.
What's the wind looking like? Pretty calm, only 6 knots.
Maintain slowest practical speed. Charlie Romeo Alpha Zulu Yankee 12. Kenya 428. Maintain slowest practical speed. Maintain slowest practical speed. Kenya 428.
Autopilot's coming off. And slowing down.
Kenya 5521. You're in an active airspace. Please contact Nairobi Tower on 118.7.
Nairobi Tower, Striker 17 is 4 nautical miles to the north at 6,900 feet. Inbound to land.
7 miles out, landing gear is not needed right now.
You're in an active airspace. Please contact Nairobi Tower on 118.7. Nairobi Tower, November 648 Bravo Juliet.
Drop the gear around
Down
6.
the ILS runway 6. Striker 17. Enter left downwind runway 6.
Exit left downwind runway 6. Striker 17.
Right, okay.
Nairobi Tower, Kenya 5521. Inbound on the ILS runway 6.
Gears coming down.
648 Bravo Juliet.
Flaps full.
Enter right base runway 6. Enter right base runway 6. November 648.
Don't actually need that much trim because we're quite light today.
Expressway 661 is 33 nautical miles to the south at 15,500 feet. Inbound for landing with information Charlie. Requesting runway 6. 6 Victor Bravo Uniform Tango. Exit runway when able and contact ground. Please expedite. Traffic on final. Kenya 5521. Number 4. Traffic to follow is on final. Number 4, behind the traffic on final. Kenya 5521. Wilco, 6 Victor Bravo Uniform Tango. Kenya 708. Extend downwind.
Okay, almost there. 1,000 feet.
Kenya 708.
Expressway 661. Enter right base runway 6. Thank you. Good day. 6 Victor Bravo Uniform Tango.
Stay on the center line here.
Zulu Yankee 12. Maintain slowest practical speed. Maintain slowest practical speed. Charlie Romeo Alpha Zulu Yankee 12. Charlie Romeo Alpha Zulu Yankee 12. Number 2. Runway 6. Clear to land. Number 2. Clear to land. Runway 6. Charlie Romeo Alpha Zulu Yankee 12. Kenya 428. Number 3. Runway 6. Clear to land. Number 3. Clear to land. Runway 6. Kenya 428. Nairobi Tower. Qatari 196 Heavy. Ready for departure in sequence at runway 6. Departing north. Kenya 5521. Number 4. Runway 6. Clear to land. Number 4. Clear to land. Runway 6. Kenya 5521. November
200 feet.
648 Bravo Juliet. Number 5. Traffic to follow is on right base. June 462. Enter right base runway 6. Number 6. Traffic to follow is on right base. Enter right base. Runway 6. Behind the traffic on right base. June 462. Expressway 661. Number 7. Traffic to follow
And we're
is on
down.
right base. Number 7. Behind the traffic on right base. Expressway 661. Qatari 196 Heavy. Hold short of runway 6. Hold Please expedite. Traffic on
Awesome. That wasn't actually a bad landing at all. Really, really nice. Lovely flare. We'll vacate to the right here in just a second.
Wilco, Alpha Victor Delta Alpha November.
And then we'll watch that back in the replay. We'll watch 1 or 2 landings, and then we'll watch that in the replay. Lovely conditions to fly in today. It really works in our favour, especially for that landing. There we go, flaps coming up.
June 462. Number 4. Runway
Strobes and landing lights coming off, and we'll tune into ground and request taxi to parking. AP, you can also come on at this point. Yeah, that was butter, apparently. Replay, yeah. Yeah, we'll watch it in the replay very shortly. There we go, taxi to parking.
Taxi to parking. At your discretion.
Not too long of a taxi to parking either, so that's quite nice. Sort of need to scope out the area. I've never been here before, so if I need to sort of have a look at areas to park.
Kenya 427.
Okay. If we taxi, take left. Okay. Give way to aircraft exiting 06. Okay.
Nairobi ground. Charlie Romeo Alpha Zulu Yankee 12. Request taxi to parking.
Okay, I'm slowing down to give way to the aircraft.
Charlie Romeo Alpha Zulu Yankee 12. Taxi to parking. At your discretion. Taxiing to parking. Charlie Romeo Alpha Zulu Yankee 12. Charlie Romeo Alpha Zulu Yankee 12. Please expedite. Nairobi ground. American 271.
Next time, challenge yourself with more wind. Oh, I would love that. Of course, when you fly online in Infinite Flight, it's live weather. So you can't exactly control the weather conditions and the wind levels and turbulence. So that's an on-the-day thing. Depends what the weather's like on the day.
Expect runway 6. Taxiing to runway 6. American 2714. Pushback approved.
Actually, whilst we're here, let's go ahead and turn one of the engines off. We'll turn engine 2 off.
Taxi to parking. Canyon 428.
I'll taxi on one engine.
Left on your left. Big to aircraft. Canyon 428. Canyon 428. Please follow instructions or you will be reported.
What's going on here with Kenya 428? Let's have a look on frequency really quickly. Give way to aircraft on your left. Okay, thank you, ATC. So we have the right of way here. There you go. Actually, nearly on the hour for the event duration. So that was quite good timing, actually. We had a flight time of around 31 minutes in total, so about 9 minutes shorter than expected. Landed ahead of schedule. Garrick, what's up? Welcome back.
Nairobi ground. Foxtrot Romeo Echo Hotel Echo. Ready to taxi with information Charlie. Foxtrot Romeo Echo Hotel Echo. Taxi to runway 6. Contact tower when ready. Taxiing to runway 6. Foxtrot Romeo Echo Hotel Echo.
Nice easy taxi to parking. Let's have a look at the traffic around us, especially the traffic down towards... I mean, we can still see the traffic slightly at Kilimanjaro. I don't think all of it's loading in, but it looks like a lot of you are still on the route currently. So have fun. Enjoy the rest of the flight.
Nairobi ground. Kenya 5521. Request taxi to parking.
Speed up a bit here. You really made my day, man. I'm so happy that I won. Thanks. You're more than welcome, Garrick. You're more than welcome. Thank you for entering the giveaway. I keep pressing pause.
Kenya 5521. Taxi to parking. At your discretion. Taxiing to parking. Kenya 5521.
If you look in the distance here, you can see all of the dots of the aircraft in the sky, all the way from Kilimanjaro.
Oman Air 220. Pushback approved. Expect runway 6.
Okay, and what we'll do here is we'll park to the left of this jetty so that you can fit two aircrafts on one stand.
Nairobi ground. November 648 Bravo Juliet. Request taxi to parking.
Oop, it's sharp there on the rudder.
November 648 Bravo Juliet.
If we... Oh no, somebody spawned in again. Oh, okay, they've gone. It's fine. We come to a stop. Just about here. That should be fine. Put the parking brakes on there. We'll turn the engines off. The APU's running, so engine 1 can now be turned off. We'll say thank you, good day to ATC. And welcome to Nairobi. Let's go ahead and look at some aircraft landing then. We won't watch too many. Let's see what we have on final here. Sure. So we have a 𝗖𝗛𝗔𝗡𝗃𝗦𝗛 that's about to land.
Nairobi ground. 6 Yankee Charlie Juliet Killer. Ready for pushback with information Charlie.
6 Yankee Charlie Juliet Kilo. Pushback approved. Expect runway 6.
See, should
Pushback approved.
pop onto the screen soon.
Charlie Juliet Killer.
Not very far away at all, only 700 feet, so
Pushback approved. Expect runway 6.
try and go towards them.
Pushback approved. November 24 Bravo.
Nairobi ground.
There they are.
Air 220, ready to taxi to runway 6.
Awesome. Right, let's watch us landing. Bearing in mind the 𝗖𝗛𝗔𝗡𝗃𝗦𝗛 is actually a relatively challenging aircraft to land, so
Nairobi ground. Alpha 7 Hotel Uniform Delta Super.
see how this goes.
Pushback with information Charlie.
I love this livery as well.
Alpha 7 Hotel Uniform Delta Super. Pushback approved. Expect runway 6. Oman
I can't tell if this is APPR.
Taxi to runway 6.
Oh, okay.
Tower when ready. Pushback
Okay, not bad. Not too bad, considering it's quite difficult to control with the rudder. Some smooth rudder inputs there.
June 4,
And they're down
62.
safely.
Taxi to runway 6. Contact tower when ready. November 648 Bravo Juliet. Give way to aircraft exiting runway 6.
And watch
Taxi
one more.
to runway 6. June 462.
Maybe a
Give way to
737, I'm not
aircraft
too
exiting
sure.
runway 6. November 648 Bravo Juliet.
All the way out here. Yeah, 737 Kenya Airways. Wait, is this a go around? Or no, I'm not too sure. There was a
Nairobi
No.
ground. Expressway
Did you hear the engines there? Wait, maybe this is a go around. I'm not too sure what's going on. Very, very high. This is a missed approach.
Ready to taxi to runway 6 with information Charlie.
This is a very
Taxi to parking. Discretion. Taxi into parking. Expressway 661. November 24 Bravo.
So in theory, this should have been a go around, but if this gets recovered, then fair enough.
6 Yankee Charlie.
Very, very unstable approach here.
Ready to taxi with information Charlie.
Oh no.
Taxiing to runway 6. November 24 Bravo.
Oh, look at the, oh, oh no, what are we watching right now? Oh no.
Taxi into runway 6 Yankee Charlie Juliet.
I mean, good effort, good effort. Wow, I generally thought that was going to be a go around then.
Nairobi ground. Alpha 7 Hotel Uniform Delta Super.
Okay, I'm getting
Ready
carried
to
away. Let's
taxi
watch one
with
more.
Information Charlie.
Last one, and then we'll watch. That was a crazy landing. We've got another 737 here.
Uniform Delta Super. Taxi to runway 6.
Definitely a lot more stable
Contact tower
approach.
when ready.
Oh, bit slow there, bit slow. The nose is pointing quite high. A bit more speed would probably help in this this situation.
Overhaul 960. Pushback approved. Expect runway 6.
And touchdown. Okay, no bounce. Relatively firm, but on the runway. There we have it. Let's go ahead and take a look at my replay here. So if we end the flight here, 476 XP, can't complain. I'll see you in just a second. Okay, right, here we go. So this is our departure from Kilimanjaro. Relatively speedy departure. There we go, lovely rotation. And let's take a look at the landing then.
Qatari 196 heavy, hold short of runway 6. Holding short runway 6. Qatari 196 heavy.
Yes, that was lovely. Yeah, I'll take that. That was a good landing. We held it off and let the aircraft gradually touch down. Where are we? Here we are.
Qatari 196 heavy. Hold short of runway 6.
And you see I start to flare about now. I start putting back ever so slightly, letting the ground effect do its thing. Boom. And we're down. Let's watch it again. Whilst we're doing that, let's give a shout out to our captains and super fans here.
7, behind the traffic on right base, expressway 661.
Right, let's have a look.
Qatari 196 heavy. Hold short of runway 6. Holding short runway 6.
You see I'm on the flare now.
Heavy.
Lovely landing. Absolutely lovely landing. Okay, so shout out to Owen Aero Aviation 1, United 18 Super, Jacko 2310, Captain Sky Marshal Grab, Captain Zeus, Korean Fox, Terrell Martin, Aviator Griff, Eli, Butter Zero, TRC Jetty, Nick Masterson, The Aviation, Josh K, Golf Hotel Alpha Zulu Bravo, Simon Webber, Gonzo, and Crazy Bee. Thank you very much for being captains and super fans. Of course, shout out to all of our channel members here on this channel. If you're interested in becoming a channel member and supporting the AOPA Foundation's You Can Fly program, everything you need to know is in the description below. With that being said, thank you very much for watching another stream. Just gone over the hour mark, an hour and 10 minutes now. Fantastic. This was fun. This was actually a really nice, spontaneous, short, scenic flight. And of course, there are more of these to come in the future. As always, take care, everybody. Keep the dirty side down, and I will see you in the next stream. Enjoy the rest of your day, everybody. Bye-bye.